business class for today, we will discuss office documents. We'll cover what an office document is and what are the documents that are referred to as office documents. We're going to focus on just two documents and the subsidiaries that comes under them. But we'll first take the meaning of what an office document is. Office documents, they are documents used in an office to facilitate the work of the organization. These documents enable accurate information to be kept on goods that have been sold or purchased. In bookkeeping, they are referred to as source documents. So, office documents are documents that helps in the free flow of work in an organization. And they are documents that are kept as regards sales and purchase. So the two documents we'll focus on are sales document and purchase document. So, and in an office, this document facilitates the free flow of work in an organization. This document equally helps to keep accurate record, to know what the organization have purchased and what the organization have sells out. And then to know purchase that are returned and sales discounts that have been granted to customers. Sometimes or most times in our bookkeeping entries, we call them book of source documents. We call them documents from source. In your js2 class, in one of the topics where I taught you source documents, purchase documents and sales documents were major source document books I taught you in your js2 class. So if you have missed that video on source document in your js1 class, it's on business studies. It's on this channel. You can navigate through to see that topic. Source document is a topic. So go check out that video. So right now we are going to the next point, the sales document and the purchase document. Haven't seen what office document is. Let me go over it again. Office documents, they are documents that are used to facilitate work in the organization. These documents helps for accuracy of record. It helps to record goods that are sold out and goods that are purchased into the organization. And these documents are most times referred to as source documents. They are used to record transaction of sales and purchase. Now let's see the types of documents as regards sales and purchase documents. There are other documents we are going to, on this for this class we are focusing on sales and purchase documents. First, let's take the first document out of the two I told you we're discussing, the sales and the purchase. So now we're discussing the sales document. The sales documents, they are used in keeping records of sales or transactions, sales transactions that are made in the organization. They are records that are kept of what is sold out, either in cash or credit. These are documents that are kept to show what the organization or what the business have sells out. And these sales can either come in credit form or can come in cash form. Whether they come in credit form or they come in cash form, they are documented. They are written down in a source document. And examples of these source documents are the invoice, the debit note, the credit note. The invoice is a document issued out to the buyer, or will I say the organization that sells out, issue this out to their customers to show the goods they have sold, to show the quantity they have bought, to show at what price they have bought these goods, and whether they have paid cash or they have bought it on credit. or whether they have paid part payment and remaining some balance to be paid. So the invoice comes with the date it was issued out, the amount, the unit, the quantity, the price, and then remark. Then the name of the organization is in the invoice. The issuer signs, then the receiver equally signs. That's how an invoice looks like. The name of the organization, the date the product was bought, at what quantity, at what price, at what unit. That's the invoice. So it's a sales document. Debit note. A debit note is issued out. Notes are used to correct on the charges. Let's assume that a company or an organization sells us the product at 120,000 naira, and in the receipt or the document offer, the invoice written out, it is written as 112,000. What happens? The organization sends a note to the organization notifying them that their goods was on the charge. So to correct this on the charge that was that reflected on the invoice, a debit note is sent to the organization for a balance of what has been on the charge with. And so for the instance of the example I gave to you, if the goods was worth 120,000 naira and 112,000 was written on the receipt or the invoice, this debit note goes as a subsidiary document to show that there is an on the charge of 8,000 naira. That is the work of a debit note. The credit note is used when the seller is unable to supply goods already paid for, or goods that are returned because they are not in good shape, or goods that are returned because they didn't meet specification, or other goods that are returned that the organization did not specify in their quotation. So this is another book of such document, the credit note, and many others. If you can lay your hands in, you can get to read about. Now let's move to the next document, which is the purchase document. Is a purchase document. What is a purchase document? It is a document used to record purchases made by an organization, and its records are kept of whatever is ordered and receipt issued for goods purchased. They are documents used to record purchases made by the organization, what the organization have bought into the organization for use, and it is kept to know what the organization have purchased, what have they bought from others, what are the orders that have been made. And under this we have examples of two documents. We have the order form and the receipt. The order form is a form sent to your seller, those who you want to buy from, of the quality of products you want to buy, the quantity, at what amount. Every description about the product is found therein. The address the goods have to be delivered to, that's the company's address, and then the amount at which the product should come. So it's like a quotation. It's an order to show what the organization needs, what they want to buy, at what price, and at what quantity, and then the address the seller is sending that product to. Then the next document is receipt. Every one of us buy things from the market. You buy a set of television, you are offered a receipt to show that this is the brand of product you bought. The organization name is written as a logo, the product you bought, the quantity you bought, at what price, and then you sign. So these are purchase documents to show, receipts to show that you bought this product at a particular date, at a particular time, at a particular amount. Then order, you send in your order to tell them what you need, the quantity you need, the address they are sending it to, and all of this is documented in an organization. The purchase document and the sales document help in the free flow of work in an organization, and they are kept as source documents because they will be used to prepare other documents. As you go further in your business study class, you will see how we can use the source document, and in your accounting class in the future, you can see how the source documents can appear in the original book of accounts. So thank you for being part of our class for today. We have seen what office documents are, and we have seen some of the examples of these office documents, source document and sales document, and we saw things that comes under them: the invoice, the credit note, the debit note, and then we have the other notes and the receipts. Go over this class. Thank you for dropping by. Continue sharing our videos and continue telling others about us.